So in this video, I want to talk about the 3 most commonly used and most popular supplements, and then give my advice for beginners if you should use it or shouldn't. Now we start off with number 1, and that's protein powder. Benefits of using protein powder are that it is high in protein, it's low in sugars, and it's very low in fats. Also, a protein shake has a very small amount of calories. But the cons with protein powder are that some people, they are seeing that it can benefit you and they're using too much of it. They can use, instead of the healthy dose, 1 to 3 servings per day. They can use maybe 4 or 5 or 6, but it can cause intestinal and liver damage if you take too much. Also, a benefit with protein powder is that when you have whey protein with different tastes, you can mix them with foods. As example, you can take a bowl of oats, and normal oats, they're not that high in protein. They have some protein, but they are mostly focused on carbs. If you put 1 scoop of protein powder, I would say chocolate protein powder, and you mix it around, you have chocolate oats, which are high in carbs, but not in sugary carbs, but in normal complex carbs, which are good for your body, not like sugar. You have low amount of fat, and you have high amount of protein. The second supplement is creatine. And with creatine, I have no experience actually with creatine, but I have heard from a lot of friends of mine, a lot of people working out already, maybe 3 or 4 years, and about their experience, and if they would recommend creatine or not. Most people say yes, they would recommend you use creatine because it can stimulate your muscles to grow bigger, and it stimulates your muscles to work even harder and more intense. While you're working out, if you take 1 scoop of creatine and then you start working out, you can maybe increase your performance. And most people, when they're using creatine, they have a period. You use it for 3 weeks, 1 scoop per day, then you take a break for 2 weeks, and then you use again. Because if you use too much, it is pretty heavy for your kidneys. So if you use too much of a dosage per day for a period, or you don't use the cycle, so after 3 weeks you are still continuing using creatine, you can damage your kidneys pretty badly. And the problem with creatine is because a lot of people, when they're starting with creatine, you want to see results fast. You heard from people that it puts water in your muscles and they look bigger, and they get bigger, get stronger, and then you think, oh, but if I use a bit more, then it's going to be even better, then it's going to be even faster. But that's the problem. So I would say I'm not recommending it for beginners. I would say if you're working out already more than half year and you understand that progress is a thing which is pretty slow but sure, then I would recommend use creatine. And the third supplement is pre-workout. So with pre-workout, it's also powder as creatine or whey protein, and it is high in caffeine, and it stimulates your body to perform better when you're working out. So if you take before a workout a scoop of pre-workout, then you're going to perform much better, and you can bring your muscles to 100% of their potential at which they are right now. But a lot of people are using too much of it. Pre-workout is high in caffeine. 1 scoop of pre-workout has around 400 to 500 milligrams of caffeine, which is a pretty big amount compared to coffee. And some people, they're getting too hanging with it. They're thinking, oh, let me try 2 scoops. And the result is you're giving your body too much caffeine, which is actually very bad for you. You can get heart problems, which you don't want to get. You want to get results, but no injuries or problems with your body. So I would say, I'm not recommending using pre-workout, but I would highly recommend you use protein. But if you want to get that caffeine kick inside of you, just use coffee. Coffee is less in caffeine, but it's more secure, and the chance that you get heart problems from coffee is lower than from pre-workout. But if you don't like the taste of coffee or it's too strong for you, then I recommend you use green tea or black tea. It also has caffeine. Overall, I want to say you can use every supplement, but be careful and use it with the guidance which you get on the label.